Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. When was the last time you stood still and appreciated yourself? Not the version of you trying to fit into someone else's mold. Not the you that's chasing someone's approval. No, I'm talking about the real you, the one staring back at you in the mirror. Being single is often misunderstood. Society tends to paint it as a state of loneliness, a condition that needs fixing. People whisper behind your back, friends question when you'll find someone, and family members assume something must be wrong. But let me tell you, they've got it all wrong. Being single is not a curse, it's a gift. It's a sacred period of life where you get to focus entirely on yourself. A time when you're free to explore, to grow, and to become the best version of who you're meant to be. There's no baggage, no compromise, no need to meet anyone's expectations but your own. In a relationship, as wonderful as they can be, there are always obligations. You're no longer living solely for yourself. Your time, energy, and even your decisions are shared. That's not inherently bad, but it can often limit you from fully investing in your growth. When you're single, however, the entire world opens up to you. There's no one to answer to, no one to consult, no one to weigh you down. You are free to make choices based purely on your desires and ambitions. That kind of freedom is rare, and it's something to be cherished. When you're single, you can focus on discovering who you are at your core. You're not influenced by the need to impress someone else or to mold yourself into the person you think they want. You're not trying to fit into a relationship's dynamic. Instead, you have the space to truly understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and what makes you tick. This is your opportunity to dive deep into your passions, your dreams, and your goals. It's your time to ask yourself, what do I want out of life? And to pursue the answer relentlessly. People often rush into relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of judgment, or fear of missing out. But what they don't realize is that being single isn't about being alone. It's about learning to be comfortable with yourself, about enjoying your own company. It's about building a life so fulfilling that when someone does come along, they're adding to something amazing instead of filling a void. If you don't take the time to learn how to love yourself while you're single, you risk losing yourself when you're with someone else. Being single is also a time of preparation. It's when you can get your life in order. You can focus on your career, your finances, your health, and your spiritual well-being. You can dedicate yourself fully to becoming the person you want to be without the distractions that often come with a relationship. And when you do the work on yourself, when you invest in your growth, you naturally attract the right kind of people into your life. You won't settle for less because you've built something worth protecting. There's also an incredible strength that comes from being single. It teaches you resilience and independence. You learn how to solve problems on your own, how to make decisions without second guessing, and how to rely on yourself. That kind of strength is invaluable. It prepares you for the challenges of life in a way that no relationship ever could. It builds your character, your confidence, and your ability to stand tall in the face of adversity. The beauty of being single is that it allows you to live without compromise. You can travel where you want, take risks, and chase dreams without worrying about how it will affect someone else. You can make bold decisions and pivot your life in any direction at a moment's notice. You have the freedom to focus entirely on what makes you happy, what brings you joy, and what fulfills your soul. This freedom also gives you the chance to build a foundation for your future. It's the perfect time to learn new skills, to take on challenges, and to push yourself beyond your limits. When you're single, you have the energy and focus to pour into your passions. You can create, innovate, and thrive in ways that might not be possible when your attention is divided. It's your time to dream big and to go after those dreams with everything you've got. So many people spend their lives searching for someone else to complete them, but the truth is you are already whole. Being single is a chance to recognize that, to own it, and to walk in it. It's your time to fall in love with yourself, to celebrate your individuality, and to embrace the person you're becoming. It's a gift that allows you to prioritize your needs, your wants, and your desires without guilt or hesitation. Being single doesn't mean you're missing out. It doesn't mean you're incomplete or that something is wrong with you. It means you're taking the time to focus on yourself, to build a life that you love, and to become the person you were always meant to be. It's a season of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. And when you truly embrace it, you'll see that being single is one of the greatest gifts life can offer. Too often, people fall into the trap of believing they are incomplete on their own. Society, media, and even well-meaning loved ones push the idea that you need someone else to feel whole, as if you're a puzzle missing a vital piece. But the truth is, you are already whole. You were created with everything you need to live a meaningful, fulfilling life. The idea that your value depends on another person's presence in your life is a lie that steals your joy and limits your potential. When you truly understand that you are whole, it changes everything. You stop seeking external validation, and you stop chasing relationships that don't serve you. You begin to see yourself as enough, exactly as you are. This isn't arrogance, it's self-awareness. It's recognizing your worth and refusing to allow anyone to diminish it. Too many people look to others to fill voids that only they can address. They expect love, attention, or companionship to heal their wounds, but those wounds require inner work, not someone else's approval. You don't need another person to define your identity. Your purpose, your passions, and your dreams are uniquely yours, and they are not contingent on someone else walking alongside you. When you lean into that truth, you find freedom. You're no longer bound by the need to conform to someone else's expectations or to compromise on what matters most to you. Instead, you stand tall in your individuality, knowing that your worth isn't tied to another person's presence or absence in your life. Being whole means taking responsibility for your own happiness. It means understanding that no one else can give you the fulfillment you seek. That's an inside job. Sure, relationships can bring joy and love can be beautiful, but those things are meant to enhance your life, not complete it. If you rely on someone else to make you happy, you're giving them power over your emotions and your sense of self. But when you realize that happiness comes from within, you take back that power. You become the author of your own story. This realization doesn't mean you'll never experience loneliness or desire connection. Those feelings are natural, and they're part of the human experience. But when you know you're already whole, you don't let those feelings control you. You don't settle for relationships that drain you just to avoid being alone. You don't tolerate disrespect or mistreatment because you fear no one else will come along. Instead, you set boundaries. You protect your peace. You wait for the kind of connection that aligns with your values and respects your worth. Understanding that you are whole also shifts the way you approach personal growth. Instead of trying to fix yourself for the sake of someone else, you grow because you want to. You work on yourself not to become worthy of love, but because you already are. This is a powerful mindset shift. It changes the way you view challenges and setbacks. Instead of seeing them as evidence of your inadequacy, you see them as opportunities to learn and evolve. You recognize that growth is part of life, and it doesn't mean you're incomplete, it means you're alive. Being whole doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean you have all the answers or that you'll never make mistakes. It simply means you acknowledge your inherent value, flaws and all. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to earn love or acceptance. You are enough just as you are. This understanding creates a foundation of self-confidence that allows you to navigate life with grace and resilience. When you realize you're whole, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop measuring your worth against someone else's achievements, relationships, or appearance. You understand that everyone's journey is unique, and you focus on your own path. This mindset brings peace because it frees you from the constant pressure to compete or conform. It allows you to celebrate others' successes without feeling inadequate. It also helps you appreciate your own progress, no matter how small it may seem. The truth is, no relationship can make you whole because you were never broken to begin with. You don't need someone else to validate your existence or to make your life meaningful. That's a burden no one else should have to carry. True love is not about finding someone to complete you. It's about two whole individuals coming together to share their lives. It's about partnership, not dependency. When you embrace the fact that you're already whole, you open yourself up to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. You approach love from a place of abundance rather than lack. You're not looking for someone to fix you or to fill a void. You're looking for someone to share your already full life with. This shift in perspective attracts the right kind of people, those who respect your boundaries, value your independence, and celebrate your individuality. But even if no one comes along, you'll be okay. Because your happiness, your purpose, and your identity don't depend on someone else. You are already enough. You are already worthy. You are already whole. And that truth is unshakable. It's a foundation you can build your life on, no matter what comes your way. Self-investment is the most powerful commitment you can make in life. It is the decision to pour into your own growth, development, and well-being with the understanding that no one else will care about your success as much as you do. Too often, people spend their time and energy on things or individuals that offer no real return. They seek external validation, hoping that others will provide them with the sense of worth they desire, yet they neglect the one person who truly holds the key to their happiness and success themselves. Investing in yourself means recognizing your potential and taking the steps necessary to unlock it. It is about understanding that you are the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. If you neglect that foundation, everything else becomes unstable. The relationships you have, the career you pursue, and the dreams you chase will only reach as far as the effort you put into your personal growth. You are the common denominator in all aspects of your life, and the strength of that denominator determines the quality of your outcomes. Self-investment starts with your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you think small, your life will remain confined to those limitations. But if you allow yourself to dream big and believe in your ability to achieve those dreams, you open the door to endless possibilities. The way you speak to yourself matters too. Words of doubt and negativity only serve to hold you back, while affirmations of strength and capability propel you forward. It's not about being unrealistic or ignoring challenges. It's about choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, on progress instead of obstacles. Another key aspect of self-investment is learning. Knowledge is one of the greatest tools you can acquire. It doesn't matter how much you know right now. What matters is your willingness to keep learning. Whether it's through books, courses, mentors, or experiences, every opportunity to grow your understanding is an opportunity to expand your potential. The world is constantly changing, and those who adapt and evolve with it are the ones who thrive. But learning isn't just about gaining information. It's about applying that knowledge to your life in meaningful ways. It's about taking action and turning what you've learned into something tangible. Time management is also critical when it comes to self-investment. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. How you spend your time reflects your priorities. Are you dedicating hours to things that truly matter? Or are you wasting them on distractions and unproductive habits? Being intentional with your time means setting boundaries and making choices that align with your goals. It means saying no to things that don't serve you so that you can say yes to the things that do. Physical health is another area where self-investment pays dividends. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience life, and taking care of it is non-negotiable. Exercise, nutrition, sleep, these aren't just chores or obligations, they are acts of self-respect. When you prioritize your health, you're not just improving your physical well-being, you're also enhancing your mental clarity, energy levels, and overall quality of life. You can't pour from an empty cup, and if you're running on fumes, you won't have the capacity to pursue your goals effectively. Mental and emotional well-being are equally important. Taking the time to reflect, meditate, or seek therapy when needed is an investment in your inner peace. Life is full of challenges, and how you respond to them is largely determined by your mental state. Developing emotional intelligence, resilience, and self-awareness allows you to navigate difficulties with grace and confidence. It helps you maintain perspective and stay grounded, even when things don't go as planned. Self-investment also involves building meaningful relationships. While it's important to be self-sufficient, no one succeeds entirely on their own. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire, support, and challenge you to grow is a form of self-care. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and behavior, so it's crucial to choose your relationships wisely. Let go of toxic connections and invest in those who genuinely uplift and motivate you. One of the most overlooked aspects of self-investment is taking risks. Playing it safe may feel comfortable, but it rarely leads to growth. Stepping outside your comfort zone is where true development happens. It's where you discover your strengths and overcome your fears. Risk-taking doesn't mean being reckless, it means having the courage to pursue opportunities, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's about betting on yourself and trusting that you have what it takes to succeed. Self-investment is about celebrating your progress. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to acknowledge how far you've come. Taking the time to reflect on your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to grow. It reminds you that the effort you've put into yourself is paying off, and it motivates you to keep going. Progress isn't always linear, but every step forward counts. When you invest in yourself, you're not just improving your own life, you're also setting an example for others. You're showing that self-worth comes from within, and that the best way to make a difference in the world is to start with yourself. This journey isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. The rewards of self-investment go beyond material success. They include a sense of fulfillment, confidence, and purpose that no one can take away from you. Many people enter relationships with the hope that they will fix their problems, fill a void, or heal their insecurities. The idea that someone else can make you whole is a comforting one, but it's also a false narrative that leads to disappointment and heartache. Relationships are not a solution to the challenges you face within yourself, nor are they a remedy for the wounds you carry. Expecting another person to fix what's broken inside of you is not only unrealistic, but also unfair to yourself and to them. True healing and growth come from within, not from the presence of someone else in your life. When you rely on a relationship to fix you, you place an immense amount of pressure on your partner. You subconsciously make them responsible for your happiness, your sense of self-worth, and your emotional well-being. This expectation is not only exhausting for them, but also unsustainable for the relationship. No one can bear the weight of another person's unmet needs indefinitely, and when they inevitably fall short, it creates frustration, resentment, and conflict. A healthy relationship is built on mutual support, not dependency. Both individuals need to bring their own sense of wholeness to the table for the partnership to thrive. The reality is, no one can pour into you what you are not willing to cultivate within yourself. If you enter a relationship feeling incomplete, it will magnify your insecurities rather than alleviate them. You may find yourself seeking constant reassurance, validation, or attention, but these external affirmations will never truly satisfy you. They might provide temporary relief, but the underlying issues will persist until you confront and address them directly. The work of self-love, self-acceptance, and personal growth is something only you can do for yourself. It's a process that cannot be outsourced or bypassed. Using relationships as a means of escape prevents you from facing the very things you need to address. It's easy to distract yourself with the excitement of romance or the comfort of companionship, but these distractions are temporary. The unresolved pain, fears, and insecurities you carry will resurface, often in the form of patterns and behaviors that sabotage your relationships. You might struggle with trust, communication, or vulnerability because the root causes of these issues remain unhealed. Until you take the time to work on yourself, these cycles will continue, regardless of who you are with. There is also the danger of losing yourself in a relationship when you seek it as a solution to your problems. In an effort to maintain the connection, you might compromise your values, ignore your boundaries, or suppress your true self. This kind of self-abandonment only deepens the sense of incompleteness you feel. Over time, you may come to resent your partner or the relationship itself for failing to deliver the fulfillment you were hoping for. But the truth is, it was never their job to complete you. It was always your responsibility to find that within yourself. The healthiest and most fulfilling relationships occur when two whole individuals come together to share their lives, not to fix each other. When you have a strong sense of self, you are able to love and connect with others from a place of abundance rather than need. You can give freely without expecting something in return, and you can receive love without questioning your worthiness. This kind of partnership is not about filling gaps or covering wounds. It's about two people complementing and uplifting each other while maintaining their individuality. This doesn't mean that relationships don't play a role in your growth. In fact, they can be incredibly transformative when approached with the right mindset. A healthy partnership can challenge you, inspire you, and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. But these benefits are a byproduct of mutual respect and support, not a substitute for the inner work you need to do. Your partner can walk alongside you on your journey, but they cannot walk it for you. It's important to understand that being single is not a failure or a reflection of your worth. In fact, it can be one of the most empowering and transformative periods of your life. It gives you the opportunity to focus entirely on yourself, to explore your passions, and to build a life that is fulfilling on its own. When you learn to be content and complete within yourself, you free others from the expectation of filling that role for you. You also set the stage for healthier and more balanced relationships in the future. Taking the time to work on yourself while you are single is not just beneficial, it's essential. This is the time to identify and address the patterns and beliefs that have been holding you back. It's an opportunity to heal from past hurts, develop emotional intelligence, and build the confidence to stand on your own. When you take ownership of your happiness and well-being, You become less likely to settle for relationships that are unbalanced or unhealthy. You begin to approach love as a choice rather than a need, which allows you to build connections based on genuine compatibility and shared values. Relationships won't fix you because the power to heal and grow lies within you. You are the only one who can confront your fears, rewrite your narratives, and create the life you want to live. This doesn't mean that you have to be perfect or have everything figured out before entering a relationship. It simply means recognizing that your worth and wholeness are not dependent on another person. By doing the work to build a strong foundation within yourself, you not only improve your own life, but also set the stage for healthier, happier, and more fulfilling connections in the future. Greatness is often forged in the quiet moments of solitude, far removed from the distractions and noise of the world. It is in these moments, when you are alone with your thoughts and ambitions, that you have the space to truly focus on your goals and develop the discipline required to achieve them. Solitude is not a state of loneliness, but a powerful opportunity for self-reflection, growth, and creation. It allows you to separate yourself from external influences and dig deep into your own potential, uncovering the strength and clarity needed to chart your own path toward greatness. When you are alone, you are free to think without interference. In a world that constantly bombards you with opinions, expectations, and comparisons, solitude provides the rare gift of silence. This silence is not empty, it is filled with possibilities. It gives you the mental space to process your thoughts, evaluate your choices, and envision the life you want to create. Without the pressure to conform or the distraction of others' voices, you can connect with your own desires and aspirations on a deeper level. This connection is essential for discovering who you truly are and what you are capable of achieving. Solitude also teaches you how to rely on yourself. In the absence of others, you learn to trust your own instincts and make decisions with confidence. This self-reliance is a cornerstone of greatness because it empowers you to take control of your life and pursue your goals with determination. When you are no longer dependent on external validation or support, you become unstoppable. You realize that your success is not contingent on anyone else, but is instead the result of your own hard work, focus, and resilience. This mindset allows you to push past obstacles and keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult. In solitude, you have the time and freedom to invest in yourself. Whether it's reading, learning a new skill, or working on a project, being alone gives you the opportunity to grow and improve. This self-investment is not a luxury, it is a necessity for anyone striving for greatness. You cannot expect to achieve extraordinary things if you are not willing to put in the time and effort to develop your talents and knowledge. The hours spent in solitude, honing your craft or expanding your mind, are what set you apart from the rest. They are the foundation upon which your greatness is built. Solitude allows you to focus without distraction. In a world filled with constant notifications, social obligations, and endless entertainment, it can be difficult to concentrate on what truly matters. But when you are alone, you can eliminate these distractions and devote your full attention to your goals. This level of focus is critical for making progress and achieving success. It enables you to work more efficiently, think more creatively, and solve problems more effectively. By embracing solitude, you create an environment where you can do your best work and bring your ideas to life. Greatness requires a level of introspection that can only be achieved in solitude. When you are alone, you have the chance to reflect on your life, your choices, and your direction. This reflection is not always easy. It often requires confronting uncomfortable truths or reevaluating long-held beliefs. But it is through this process of self-examination that you gain the clarity and insight needed to grow. You begin to understand your strengths and weaknesses, your motivations, and your purpose. This self-awareness is invaluable because it allows you to align your actions with your values and make decisions that are true to who you are. Solitude also strengthens your resilience. When you spend time alone, you learn to be comfortable with your own company and find peace within yourself. This inner peace becomes a source of strength during challenging times. Instead of relying on others to provide comfort or reassurance, you are able to draw from your own reserves of courage and determination. This independence is a powerful asset because it means that you can face adversity with confidence, knowing that you have everything you need within yourself to overcome it. Resilience is a key ingredient of greatness, and solitude is where it is cultivated. The path to greatness is often a solitary one. It requires sacrifices that not everyone will understand or support. There will be times when you have to choose your dreams over social activities, relationships, or even comfort. These choices can be difficult, but they are necessary if you want to achieve your full potential. Solitude gives you the strength and focus to make these sacrifices and stay committed to your goals. It reminds you that the rewards of hard work and perseverance far outweigh the temporary pleasures of distraction or conformity. While solitude is a powerful tool for personal growth and achievement, it is not always easy to embrace. Many people fear being alone because it forces them to confront their thoughts and feelings without the buffer of external distractions. But this fear is precisely why solitude is so transformative. It challenges you to face yourself honestly and take responsibility for your life. It pushes you to grow in ways that are uncomfortable but ultimately rewarding. By leaning into solitude instead of avoiding it, you unlock a deeper level of strength, creativity, and determination that propels you toward greatness. Every great accomplishment begins with a period of solitude. It is in the quiet moments, away from the spotlight, that ideas are born, skills are developed, and plans are made. The world only sees the results of this hard work, the finished product, the success story, but it is the time spent alone that makes it all possible. By embracing solitude, you give yourself the space and freedom to create something extraordinary. You build a foundation of discipline, focus, and self-reliance that allows you to rise above challenges and achieve your goals. Solitude is not a limitation, it is an opportunity, a gift that paves the way for greatness. Being single is often misunderstood, seen by some as a void to be filled or a temporary stage on the way to something else. However, being single is a powerful, transformative phase of life that provides opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and fulfillment. It's a time when you can step back from external expectations and focus entirely on becoming the best version of yourself. Far from being a period of waiting, it is a period of doing, exploring, and embracing who you are without compromise. This freedom is a gift, allowing you to create a life that is fully yours. When you are single, you are free to invest in yourself without distractions. You have the time and space to pursue your passions, hone your skills, and build the foundation for the life you want. This period allows you to dedicate your energy to the things that truly matter to you, whether that's advancing your career, exploring your creative side, or deepening your knowledge. The absence of relationship obligations means you can prioritize your own goals and aspirations without feeling torn between competing demands. You have the rare chance to put yourself first and set the stage for long-term success and happiness. Being single also gives you the opportunity to learn who you truly are. Relationships often require compromise, and while that can be healthy, it sometimes makes it difficult to understand what you really want or need. When you are single, you have the freedom to explore your own preferences, values, and desires without external influence. You get to decide what makes you happy, what fulfills you, and what you want your life to look like. This self-awareness is incredibly empowering, giving you the confidence to make decisions that align with your true self. In this season of life, you also learn the value of self-reliance. When you are single, you are the one responsible for your happiness, your decisions, and your well-being. While this can be daunting at first, it is an invaluable lesson in independence. You realize that you are capable of handling life's challenges on your own, and that your worth is not defined by someone else's presence in your life. This self-reliance builds resilience, making you stronger and more confident in your ability to navigate the world. It reinforces the idea that you don't need a partner to complete you because you are already whole. Another powerful aspect of being single is the freedom it offers. Without the constraints of a relationship, you can design your life exactly how you want it. You can travel where you please, make decisions without consulting anyone else, and explore opportunities that might not have been possible otherwise. This freedom is a chance to live boldly, take risks, and discover new horizons. It's a time to embrace spontaneity and adventure, to try new things and step outside your comfort zone. In doing so, you grow in ways that might not have been possible within the confines of a relationship. Being single also allows you to build stronger relationships with others. You can invest more time and energy into your friendships, your family, and your community. These connections are deeply enriching and provide a sense of belonging and support that is just as meaningful as a romantic relationship. When you are single, you have the opportunity to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, creating a network of love and encouragement that contributes to your overall happiness. These relationships remind you that being single does not mean being alone. It means having the freedom to choose the people who truly add value to your life. In this phase of life, you can also focus on healing and growth. If you've been through past challenges or heartbreak, being single provides the time and space to address those wounds and emerge stronger. It's a chance to work on yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, ensuring that you are in the best possible place for whatever the future holds. This healing process is not about preparing for someone else, it's about becoming whole and fulfilled for your own sake. It's about letting go of past baggage and creating a fresh start, one rooted in self-love and acceptance. Being single is not a limitation, but an opportunity to dream bigger and achieve more. Without the distractions of a relationship, you can channel your energy into your goals and ambitions. You have the time to map out your vision for the future and take the necessary steps to make it a reality. This is a period of empowerment, where you realize that your potential is limitless and that you have the ability to create a life that exceeds your wildest expectations. It's a time to focus on your own journey, building a path that is uniquely yours. Most importantly, being single teaches you to find joy within yourself. True happiness comes from within, and this phase of life allows you to cultivate that inner peace. You learn to appreciate your own company, to find contentment in solitude, and to celebrate your own achievements. This self-sufficiency is a powerful gift, one that ensures your happiness is not dependent on anyone else. It gives you the confidence to navigate life on your own terms, knowing that you are enough just as you are. In a world that often emphasizes relationships as the pinnacle of fulfillment, being single challenges that narrative. It reminds you that your worth is not tied to your relationship status, but to the person you are. It's a period of growth, freedom, and self-discovery that sets the stage for a fulfilling and purposeful life. By embracing the power of being single, you unlock a version of yourself that is strong, confident, and unstoppable.